Welcome to Back to School Night. I'm Mrs. Haxton, and this is my virtual Back to School Night preview. Um, I would like to let you have a chance to meet me. So we have the Meet the Teacher, and I've been married for many years to my husband, Keith, and we have two sons who have expanded our family into more. We have Justin and Jeremy and Sarah, who have three girls, Haley, Katie, and Lexa. Then we have Justin and Katie, who in this picture are pregnant with our newest member of our family, our grandson Scott. And so you may also know him as Mrs. Saldate's grandson because Katie is Mrs. Saldate's daughter. And the little dog here is Jasmine. If you were in 5th grade last year on the math videos, you heard Jasmine once in a while having a barking fit. And that's her right there. And no, he's not choking her. He's just holding her. And these are some things at the bottom that I like. I love to travel. I've been to different countries such as Europe and Mexico and St. Lucia. Also, I've been places around, and Mexico, been places around in the United States as well. My husband and I and my family, we all like to play Xbox. And my husband and I both love movies. We love to watch movies. We like to go to the movies. We love movie trivia. We are also comic nerds. We love to go to Comic-Con. We would have went to Comic-Con this summer, except for it was canceled from the pandemic. And last but not least, my family and I are big, hardcore Vikings fans. We love to say we bleed purple because we love the Vikings so much. And that's just a little bit about my personal life at New Haven Elementary. This is my 21st year. I've taught all grades from K, which means kindergarten, to 7th grade. I love math and I hope to share that with my students. I always tell my kids, you can't say I'm not a math person because I want you to know that everyone can learn math. We say, I don't know that yet. And this is my 3rd year teaching a 4-5 combo. If you're wondering, I've been doing it for a few years now, so I've gotten the hang of it, of the rotating and making sure that the kids get everything they need. This is our daily schedule for the distance learning, okay? So when we're going through, I'm going to point out here with my cursor, we have the times here. So everyone goes to the attendance, and we have a calendar in there. The kids by now should know what the calendar is. If they don't, just have them come on with me. You don't even need to do it with them. Just tell them, your teacher said go ask her where the calendar is, and I'll flip my screen and show them. I do it in class quite frequently. And so 8 to 8:15 is attendance. Everybody's supposed to be in the same attendance meeting. And then when we split out, the 4th grade will first go to the Bitmoji schedule, which I'll introduce after this, and start on their independent work. And the 5th graders will have their language arts lesson with me. And then after their lesson was over at 9 o'clock, the 4th graders will come and have their lesson while the 5th graders finish whatever work I assign, as well as going in and doing the independent work like typing agent and going to the reading sites. And from 9:30 to 10:05 is work time. So if you can imagine, when we're in class, I teach, and then I give out the assignment, they start working on it, and then I help whoever needs to be helped. In a combo, I'm flipping over to the other side, teaching over there, and then but I always leave some time at the end where I can help the kids if they need it. And that's what this is. So your class time incorporates the time that you work on your own on the worksheets and go to the websites, do your practice things that we give you. From 10:05 to 10:15 is a break. You can get a snack, you can go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do. And then when we're back, I have 10:15 to 10:45 is fifth grade math lesson. 10:50 to 11:20 is fourth grade math lesson, and then the work time. So it will work the same. If the fourth graders will start on the independent work that's in the Bitmoji schedule, and then when the fifth graders get out, they will do their assignment that I give them in class, plus then go back and do the independent work. And then they all have this time here where they can contact me for help if they need to. If you're having need of help and you know I'm with the other class, send me a chat message and I'll try to get back to you. But you can look at the schedule and see, oh, look, she definitely is with the other class, so I'll need to wait. And be aware that sometimes I have to go to the restroom or Mr. O'Leary comes in to talk to me. I know that you guys have been on live with me when he's walked in. And so, those are things that happen that might make me take a little longer to get to you. Some of you like to, spam me out, question mark, question mark, question mark. But that doesn't really do any good because I'm not just ignoring you. Okay, and then we have lunch from 11:45 to 12:15. Now, during this time, when we come back at 12:15, I'll be doing math turn-in and tutoring with fourth grade. Fifth grade can skip forward to the independent path, but just make sure you're back in time for your math turn-in and your math tutoring. And so your time will be split here, where the fourth grade, you'll go straight into independent pathway after you turn in your math and get any math tutoring that you need. And then after that, your official day's over, except for if you have any spelling to learn. Or if you have work from the morning you didn't get done, obviously you'd want to get that done. But the goal is to finish all the work during the workday. I have school. The lessons say they're over at 2 because that's what the district wants. But you still have some time to turn in. It'll say it's late. I'm not dinging you for it, but this is their cutoff. They would like to see you done like you would be at school with your work. So that's where we're going with it. So that's the daily schedule and assignments. So when I say you go, if you're waiting for your lesson and you go to the Bitmoji schedule, it's going to look something like this. This one's the fifth grade one, but they're all kind of the same. So right here, you'll see the Bitmoji schedule. When you open it, and there's some things attached here, so you can see these will be, they'll go with stuff that's in the schedule. And what I have a lot is kids will open these up without looking in the schedule. And of course, how would you know what to do if you didn't look in the schedule or wait for your lesson, right? So the things that you're doing while you're waiting for me are in here. So when I look in here, it says, like on this one, it had some things to do because on Thursday we had our Teams issues on Thursday. So I had the kids go and read by themselves because I had to reset a bunch of stuff that got wrecked in there. But so it says right here, fill in the sequence organizer. And you were supposed to have read the story One Hen. Now this was the fifth grade. The fourth grade had a different one, but it looked just like this, but with their story in it. So the sequence organizer is what we saw back here. So I can open this up and then I would fill it out according to the story I read. I wouldn't try to fill it out without knowing the story. That would be silly. Okay, and then down here it says autobiographical sketch in Word. And this was a writing we'd been working on all week. So then you would click on here and open it up and do your final draft. That's what's asking you for. And then it says, this is the independent work I'm talking about. Do one lesson in Typing Agent. You go through Clever to get to Typing Agent. And here, go to Connect Ed and do the work in my binder. You also go through Clever to get to Connect Ed. They went to Wonders. Wonders is our reading. Connect Ed also is for math, and that's the My Math. These are the books for the fifth graders. The fourth graders have a similar book, but theirs is green with a raccoon. But when you go in here, it tells you exactly what you need to do. And like, it's not on this one, but on on some, like on Friday, I had a video attached telling you how to take a screen snip, because the Friday one asked them to take a screen snip. So they would have to go back and click on that video. Here it's a video for Mrs. Rawls' class, which I know we had trouble with, but that's a different story. So over here, but it tells you to do that, so you would go back and click onto it. You wouldn't click onto it without being sure what you were supposed to do with it. Okay, so every day, everything you need to know is pretty much in here, just so you know. And then when you're done and you're like, oh, I'm done with all my work, over here, these are things that you can do. There's, read a book, go to Clever and click on something. So in Clever, there's a whole bunch of apps and websites that you can go to that help you practice things for school. So they're fun. So you're not being punished for getting done early, but you're also enriching yourself. We like to call this enrichment time. You can draw a picture if you want. Do an exercise of your choice. Okay, so those are things that you can do. And then here, turning work in, we have shown on camera. So basically anything from the math workbook, the reading workbook. So the math is the big thick math book, has the worksheets in it. The reading is the little thin your turn practice book. These are shown on camera, and then we go over them together like we would in class. And then if I have them do notebook work, those also, you're showing them to me on camera. I'm not, unless you're sick or absent and you missed that day, then you might upload them or send them to me, or say, I've had kids say, I didn't get to that yet. Sometimes then I have you send them to me, but it is not what I want. And I'll tell you why. It takes forever. There's some stuff that's already attached that I have to look at. I could easily spend 3 hours going through one day's worth of stuff if we attached everything that we did. This is why I want to see it on camera and go over it together. I want them to have immediate response to the answer. So if they got it wrong, they can see why. But I want to see it on camera before, so I know that they're not just bringing their worksheet and filling it in and never had done it on their own, because then, of course, you would not be learning. Okay, attached to the team's assignment, Word document. So if I attach a Word document on there for you to give me, like with the organizers or the writing, then obviously that would stay attached. If you can't get to write in it, you might have to download it and then reattach it after you write in it. PowerPoint, so if I asked you to do a PowerPoint like we did for the beginning of school where we shared our all about me's, that would be something that you would attach. Science worksheets, because there's no science workbook, it's all online. And art, like take a picture of your art, and today I have a video of our first art that we did, our heart flag art, that I will attach and make available to you guys. And screen snips of online tests. So these are things that would be attached. And my goal is to not have more than one thing I have to attach, that way so that it's not so hard for me to make sure that you've done it. Okay. And that's that. So this is how we get our work turned in and get a big yellow star. Okay. And parent-teacher check-ins. You may contact me by phone at school through the Class Dojo app, through the class, by emailing me at my email address. And at the end, one more time, I will have this information plus the actual phone number. Using your child's Teams app to call or send a chat message. Many of you already do this. And I may from time to time contact you with friendly reminders about your child's work as well. I'm not trying to hound you or say anything negative to you. I realize this is a lot. So these are the ways that you can contact me. Phone, Class Dojo app, email, or Teams. And I'm trying to work together. We're all trying to work together. This is difficult and weird and not as seamless as we obviously would hope. The other thing I will say is, if you have a doctor's appointment, and I realize it puts us in a weird position. If one kid has a doctor's appointment, you got to take them all because you can't leave them home by themselves. So I try to always have the video lesson available when they come back. I've been making an effort to attach it to the assignment for the day once it's done. So you can come back and look. If you don't see it there, you can contact me if you can't find it, so that you still have access to the lesson and assignments in the live lesson. The district would like us all to be on live lessons, and I think that we all know that in a perfect world, yeah, they would all be there right for that lesson, but I am understanding in the fact that life happens and you got to go places and you have to do things, and I'm not gonna say nope, sorry, you missed the lesson, you can't see it, and I'm not recording it. I am recording it. I'm making it available to you. Okay, I would like to encourage you to contact me with any questions. I will do my best to get back to you in a timely fashion. So we're working together here. I would also like to say that your child can contact me on their own behalf if they are stuck. They can use the video or audio call feature on Teams. This is the best and most timely way for your child to get help. Also, they can send me a chat if they know that I'm in another class session. Send me a chat and I will get back to them. And here are my 2 contacts, and we can do it. We're in this together. And I just want to thank you all for being willing to get back to me. A lot of you have contacted. I try to put message out on Class Dojo and on email. Please don't feel that I'm hounding you. It's just that I know some people notice their email, some people notice Class Dojo, and I just want to make sure that I cover all my bases, and that everybody has the opportunity to be successful. Okay, so on Teams, we'll have the virtual meeting from 6 to 7 on Wednesday this week. And sorry, I just drew a blank because I just realized I don't remember what day is Wednesday, what exact date it is. Sorry, I should have known that. And so you may come if all this answers your questions, or you'd rather just shoot me an email back with your questions. That is fine. You're not required to come to the live session. It's just for your benefit. All right, so have a great evening or day, depending on when you listen to this. I hope that this has been helpful for you, and I do still want to encourage you to contact me at any time if you have a question. Thank you. Have a great week.